Thanks to Ubisoft for providing me with this game. This is Star Wars Outlaws. If you want to see a full playthrough series, click the link below. Let's get to it. The game starts with some wee fella just enjoying his meal.
Hungry?
This must be his wife because she is giving that love-hate energy. You can feel the raw tension. Anyways, some Nick Cage wannabe wanders in and lets us know that they are all pretty much gangsters from across the galaxy coming together for a nice little meal. Despite being from different gangs, I still have faith in the lovebirds. Their secret love has bonded them all together and it's actually quite poetic.
It's time to eat.
I'm sure they're fine. Moving on, we are introduced to Kay, and the star of the show, Nix. I mean, look at this wee fella. We protect this guy at all costs. Kay is a criminal, and if you didn't know that already, you can just tell by the potty mouth on her.
Dang Ferric.
I mean, only an evil criminal mastermind would have the balls to say that.
Dang Ferric.
Yeah, that's right, Mando is evil. He stole Grogu, and he's keeping him hostage for some kind of movie. We live in some gambling bar called the Broken Hoof, and overall, it seems pretty chill. We speak to a guy called Bram behind the bar, and he instantly gives Nick something to eat, so either he's our dad or he's trying to impress us. Either way, he seems like he's on our side. But it reminds me I have no friends.
You've got no crew, Kay.
Thanks. He then shows us his inner sugar daddy by offering us credits for no reason. Daddy, chill. I live in a gambling house. I win money myself.
As expected.
Time to hit the town with all these winnings. After realising that our winnings won't really get us far tonight, we decided to show off our evil mastermind plans by stealing from the streets to make a quick buck. Also quickly learning that delegating the job to Nix puts all the blame on him, and it means that we don't get in trouble. Smart. Someone also asks us to do a little bit of work, but I told them, nah mate, I'm out in the town, I ain't got time for that. After dipping a few more pockets, we went to speak to Pre-Ban and asked him to fix our tool, but it didn't seem like he was up for the blether. But after showing him that we are the true Riz Master, we finally got somewhere. And 5 minutes later, we returned with the credits that were obtained 100% legally.
Okay, Preben, I have the credits.
A quick celebration on our arcade game, which is kind of like Wacky Races without the other drivers, and then made our way to the club.
Busy night?
You're not getting in, Kay. Club's already got enough rats.
I think when they said rats that they meant absolute Riz Master, so we walked around the back and someone left the door wide open, so we thought this is a nice way to go in and test out our new tool that we just got fixed. And out of courtesy, we decided to close the door behind us. When we finally got into the club, it kind of killed the mood that we weren't allowed in, and having to do all that hassle to go around to the back to sneak in, it just kind of killed the mood. So we thought, why don't we just steal some stuff? We found a vent, snuck in, gave us access right back up to the penthouse of the club, which was lucky. We gave the bouncer a taste of their own medicine and gave them a little 1-2 from behind. It's time that we take a stand towards bouncers. They all think they're these big tough guys that have ultimate power. In reality, they're a doorman. After another little bit of hacking, we managed to break into the vault inside the office and get what we came for. Unfortunately, we did trip an alarm, and this brought some unwanted guests. But after a few drinks and a promise, they decided to take an early nap. Nix wanted to get on the action, so he started climbing around someone's face. It was nice. After climbing out a window and running across a few rooftops, we made it back to the Broken Hoof. Bram, however, was waiting for us in a room to give us a punishment. I'm starting to feel the more dad vibes. But in the end, he came through, he took a bullet for us and told the bad guys that we weren't there. So maybe he does love us. Who knows? One day, we'll maybe come back and tell him that he's a real cool guy. Or that we love spending time with him. Ram had put us on an app, and it was kind of like Tinder, but instead you made some cool friends that you could go make money with. And I was really excited talking to these people.
Where are you from?
I think me and him are going to become besties. After a quick fly, we pulled up to a cliffside. They told me to get out here. They said it was nothing personal, but they didn't want to be seen with me walking in the front door. I kind of understood, so I headed for a back entrance to get my way in. Turns out they were being absolute legends, and they just didn't want me to get hurt because clearly there was some kind of explosion that happened, and it all seems accidental, but I think they were looking out for me. Once inside, there was a vault door, and after a few negotiations with the robot, it let me in. Inside the vault, it turned out that one of their friends had been living there for 100 years, and really, they weren't wanting me at all, they were just using me to replace for their friend. So what I get from this is, don't use the friendly Tinder pal app. It's just going to come back on you. You should probably just go outside and just try and make real friends the natural way. Either that, or try and make friends online through gaming, because that's apparently easy. After waking up, we were greeted by Nicolas Cage's wannabe friend, and he started giving us the whole, this is wrong, why have you let go of my prisoner? To be honest, he was waffling on for quite a bit, so I can't remember exactly what was said. Anyways, our wee legend decided to start attacking his face. We managed to get away and lock him inside. Now he can spend 100 years in there thinking about what he'd done. After locking away Nicolas Cage, it turns out that he's actually one of the big bads of this world, and so everyone was trying to get us. We managed to find a ship. It took a while, but we got it started working. And we got ourselves out of here. Look at that view. It turns out trying to fly a ship for the first time compared to anything else is difficult, and smacking walls will cause damage to your ship. This obviously caused us to have a crash landing. But luckily, me and the wee legend survived. After getting up and going outside to take a look at the view, we were interrupted by some little random man that tried to attack us. Luckily, a gun is more scarier than a weapon, and he quickly decided to be our friend and give us some information on what we could do here. A couple of fellas decided to try and interrupt us and obviously seen a ship that they thought could be for the taking. Luckily, as I said, we are a big bad, and we got rid of them quite quickly.
Okay, not bad.
We headed for the city, but first of all decided to take a little safari tour across the wildlands.
No, what are we doing?
It was a lovely little journey. Once we got to the city, we had to get stopped by stormtroopers, show them some fake identification that looked nothing like us, so I don't know how it worked. Maybe it's a stormtrooper mask, maybe they're blurry and they just pretend they can see, but they can't. This would also explain why their target is so terrible and they never seem to hit anything on the first try.
Alright, move along.
We got to the local bar, went in to greet everyone. Some random person came up to us and was trying to offer us something. Told them we're not interested. Went to get a drink, got rejected, decided we'd go and speak to management, where we noticed that management wasn't too happy with people coming up and talking to them.
Drag them out.
But then if you go across half the galaxy to get a drink and you're still rejected from another club, I mean, what chance do we really have?
What a waste of time.